Hello to all 1,000 of you. I'm Kenlee, or as many of you know me as, Lee. As I'm writing this, I can only think about how I'll be sitting in front of this camera with sweaty hands, a bright red face, which I'm sure all of you can confirm with me as you watch this. I'm going to be reading for a minute, so bear with me, because I have a lot to say to all of you. I come from a long line of people who have graduated from Noble. I've laughed here and I've cried here. I found love and then I found heartbreak. I found worth and then I found grief. I was born here. I've never once left. Everything I know is from this small, charming town. I'm tied here by legacy. And I've always wanted to live up to everything I was left, but I also wanted to leave my own mark. I've been inspired by my Uncle Donald Ray, who was known as the Big Bear. We lost him in 2015, and every time I'm in the admin building, I stare at his plaque in the Hall of Fame and I feel proud and remember what I'm doing this all for. I've also been inspired by my grandpa, Gerald Donald Holman, who we lost as well in 2015. I grew up around him, taking in his personality, his motivation, and his inspiration. I thank them so much for teaching me how to be a bear and keeping the motivation and strength to do so. Yes, I found grief, but I also found a reason. I've succeeded in band, becoming the drumline captain and growing as leader. I've become a senior that people looked up to, which, when I think about it, I want to cry. Being told that I'm an inspiration has made me so proud to become who I am with their inspiration. In all honesty, school was hard for me. Growing up felt brutal. Kids can be pretty terrible. Keeping myself upbeat felt impossible, considering the things I had already gone through and what I was experiencing so young. I became someone I started to dislike, and I fought desperately to claw my way out of that mindset. Despite everything, I was still me, and I didn't give up. I was discouraged, hurting so young, and I continued to hurt as I hit high school. I watched myself grow. Every time I looked in the mirror, there was something different, whether it was something I adored or something I despised, until I turned around. I began to see that everyone around me had grown as well, and I fell behind. I watched closely, wondering why I was failing. I analyzed my friends, my family, strangers, and especially those I passed in the hallways that didn't know my name. In that time, I started to love people, appreciate their habits. I watched couples in the hallways hug as if they'd never see each other again, which some find disgusting, but I found it to be something you only get once. I watched people argue as I'd walk by. I'd get shoulder bumps and then quick apologies. I started to see the innocence and beauty in people and in life. I always looked for the good, and I found it, and I began to see color. I know all of you. I know all of your faces, most of your names. I grew up with so many of you. I know the same group of boys that have played football since the Little Leagues. I know the same group of girls who have been cheerleaders or dancers since they were young. I know all of the kids who have been in band since 6th grade, and I know all of the kids who have been art in 6th grade. And I'm proud of all of you. I'm proud of how far you have all come, and I'm proud of those who have moved here recently and had to settle in. I hope you all thrive in your lives and know that there's someone out there who is always proud of you. Me. Even if you don't know my name or if you won't remember me, I'm proud of you. And I know you'll all do wonderful things. Thank you for the laughs, the tears, the welcomes, and the goodbyes. This small town will always be a huge piece of me. This is where I learned that love exudes from the cracks of my soul and where I learned that love exudes from yours as well. You all shine, and I couldn't be more proud to be graduating with all of you. To my friends, those I've just met, and those who've been around for years, thank you for always being an inspiration, and thank you for the adventures. To my teachers, thank you for always being an inspiration and teaching me how to be a person, especially my band directors. To my family, thank you for raising me, despite any angst or high blood pressure that you had to deal with. To my underclassmen, I hope I've left you something to look up to and to make your own. You are your own leaders and you will be okay. And thank you to class of 2025, for those I haven't met and those who I only know by name and slight eye contact in the hallway, for pushing through, despite our hardships that we dealt with. I love you all with every bone in my thriving body. You're gonna go far. Thank you.